This woman says she used to work with Stanley in the same institution, the National Financial Investigation Agency. But what started as professional respect eventually ended with them sleeping together and her cheating on her husband. "I never thought I would be the kind of woman who cheats," she said. "I had a good husband, loyal, steady, predictable. But maybe that was the problem. Life had become monotonous. Wake up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to bed." Conversations with her husband were shallow. They laughed, but never deeply. Passion faded into obligation. She hadn't felt desired in a long time. Then came Stanley, a man who commanded both fear and respect. He was the head of the National Financial Investigation Agency of Equatorial Guinea. Powerful. Influential. A man capable of making or breaking lives with a single decision. And yet, inexplicably, he became her obsession. She worked beneath him as the CCTV manager, tasked with monitoring all surveillance cameras and ensuring national security. Ironically, she was responsible for catching secrets, not creating them. It all started with a look. A lingering gaze that lasted a second too long. A smile that tightened her stomach. The way he said her name, slow, deliberate, as if testing it. At first, she thought she was imagining things. He was the director, and she was just a department head. But the signs grew. A hand on her lower back guiding her through the office. A late-night meeting where they stood too close. A private lunch where their fingers brushed when he passed her a glass of wine. She should have walked away. But she didn't. She stayed, craving the attention, the thrill. And then, one night, they stopped pretending. It happened in his office, the very place monitored by the cameras she controlled. She had been called in to review a high-profile case involving money laundering. They sat side by side, their arms touching, the office empty. He leaned in and said, "You see everything, don't you?" She nodded. "Do you like what you see?" That night, they crossed the line. Passionate. Reckless. Irresistible. They met in hidden corners of the agency. She knew where the cameras had blind spots. She knew which recordings could disappear without a trace. They scheduled fake business trips just to be together. He sent coded messages through classified reports. The secrecy only made it more addictive. At home, she lied to her husband while imagining Stanley's touch. She told herself she could balance both, a stable marriage and a passionate affair. But passion, like fire, eventually burns out of control. One night, while reviewing surveillance logs, she found a duplicate video, a recording of one of her secret meetings with Stanley. One that should have been erased. Someone had recovered it. Then a message appeared on her screen. "You are being watched." Panic hit her like a wave. Who had accessed the footage? Her husband. A rival at the agency. Someone testing her loyalty. She texted Stanley. "We have a problem." He called her instantly. Calm but tense. She explained what had happened. He told her to lock her office. He was coming. When he arrived, he reviewed the footage, his expression unreadable. The timestamp was from 2 weeks ago. "This was recovered remotely," he said. "Whoever did this wasn't in the office." She asked if it was an external breach. "No," he replied. "This was someone on the inside." He handed her a USB drive. "Copy the footage onto this. Then erase every trace from the system." She hesitated. "No buts," he said. "We need to control the narrative before they do." As she walked, he watched her. "Do you regret it?" he asked. "No," she whispered. "Do you?" "Never," he said. By the time she erased the footage, it was nearly morning. Stanley offered to drive her home, but she declined. Too obvious. Instead, she walked to her car alone. The city slept, but she was wide awake. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number. "You're good at erasing things," a distorted voice said, "but some things can't stay buried." Chills ran through her. She looked around the empty lot. No one. The line went dead. She got into her car, locked the doors, and texted Stanley. "They called me." His response was immediate. "Go home. Don't talk to anyone. We'll fix this." But deep down, she knew things were far from fixed. When she got home, her husband was waiting in the dark. "Where were you?" "A new case," she lied. He stared at her. "I know you're lying," he said. "You come home late. You smell like someone else. And when you sleep, you talk. You say his name." "Who?" "Stanley." He wasn't guessing. He knew. "What are you going to do?" she asked. "Nothing," he replied, and it shocked her. "I'm not a fool. I know who he is. I know what he's capable of. But do you?" A chill crept up her spine. He wasn't just a victim. He was part of the game. The next morning, she didn't go to work. Instead, she went to someone who could trace the breach, a cybersecurity expert named Waken. But when she reached his office, the lights were off. The room looked abandoned. And then she saw it, a blood stain on the carpet. She stepped inside, breath held. The air smelled of iron. No signs of a struggle. Just silence. She texted Stanley. "Waken is gone. There's blood in his office." He replied. "Leave now." But before she could move, another message came through, from an unknown number. "You're looking in the wrong places. We are watching you." Her pulse spiked. She turned to leave and spotted a flash drive hidden beneath papers on Waken's desk. She grabbed it and fled. She didn't go home. She went to Stanley's secret residence, a place few people knew existed. The guards let her in without a word. Inside, he was waiting. Calm. Controlled. She closed the distance and kissed him, desperately. It wasn't just lust. It was survival. Control. Escape. He warned her. "You shouldn't have gone there. I had to. Waken is missing. Someone left a message for me." She handed him the flash drive. "You're in deeper than I wanted you to be," he said. "So are you," she replied. He smiled darkly. "I've always played this game. The question is, can you survive it?" Later, they opened the flash drive in his private office. It contained one file. A video. And everything began to unravel.